Hi guys, I'm going to be filming my Bieber experience, woo! Right, first I'll start off with before the concert, how I actually got there in the first place. Right, so the Blue Tour tickets came out for the UK in May or June or something, and we couldn't get any, which is kind of sad. And then my nana had a friend who might have been working on the Believe tour. So that I was like, oh my gosh, please. So it got to maybe December, and he was in the UK in February, and I was like, and then my nan was like, he's not working on that tour anymore. I was like, what? And yeah, so yeah, that was the bad news. And then about a week, no, 6 days before the concert, well, 6 days, no. He was in the UK at the time, I think, but I tweeted him 50 times asking him if there was any possibility, Justin Bieber, 50 times, asking him if there was any possibility he could get me any UK tickets. So, it was and then the next day, I didn't have a reply, and I was like, oh, well, that was my last chance. And then my nana's friend, not the guy one, but the girl one, she was like, there's still tickets on Seatwave, and I was like, oh my gosh, let's go! And then I got the laptop, and I literally went on, I was like, on Seatwave, and then it was I went on the 27th of February, because we figured out Birmingham would be closer. So that was the Birmingham tour date. That was one of them. That was 27th of February, but there weren't that good seats there. And then I went on the 28th of February, the other Birmingham tour date, and there were floor seats for Block D, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, Nana, please. So I was literally oh my gosh, will I get these tickets? Will I get these tickets? And then it was that was my last chance. And then my nana took the laptop of me, and she was doing all this stuff, and I was like, whoa, is this really gonna happen? This is really gonna happen? I was there maybe it won't. I shouldn't get my hopes up just yet. And then them two words that she said to me right then were I literally, she said, you're going, and I was like, what? And I literally had a physical breakdown. I was crying for half an hour. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to see Justin Bieber. And then I'm actually recorded some of that and put it on Facebook. Not exactly the best, but parents. Yeah, so I was 6 days before the concert, and Nana ordered the tickets in express delivery. The next day, we saw her in Tesco's, and she was like, I've got the tickets. And I was like, what? You've got them already? They were on Friday. You only ordered them yesterday. She was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, wow. And then I held them. I was just shaking. I was like, oh my gosh, they're here! Ah! And then, yeah, so I kind of got stared at a little bit, but I'm a believer, I wouldn't leave him if I no. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it came up to one, yeah. I didn't go to school on that day. It was 28th of February. That was the day of the concert, and I didn't go to school on that day. So we got all my hair, and I had a shower and all that stuff. We got all my hair and makeup done and all that, which was pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I got a lie-in too, and I was like, because I haven't been able to sleep for the past 5 nights. I was too excited. It was unbelievable. And then we left for Birmingham about 2 o'clock. We stopped at the service station at about 3:30. It took 2 hours to get to Birmingham, but we stopped at the service station. Mum left him with a coffee, and I didn't know where she went. She apparently went to WH Smith, and she got mini eggs, and I was like, oh my gosh, mini eggs! And then we came back out to the car, drove the remaining 30 minutes to Birmingham, woo! And we tried to get to the NIA, which was kind of difficult, but we had a sat nav. And yeah, so we done that. And then we got there at like 4 o'clock and got our parking ticket at 6 minutes past 4 because the ticket parking thingy-do-go they have to put in the front of the car, which is really stupid, is in the Polly pocket over there with all my tickets and stuff. But I'll show you them in my next video, like Believe tour merchandise and memorabilia and all that stuff. You know, all the good stuff. Yeah, and pretty much, yes, so we got all that stuff, and then we were going to go to town because it was quite far until the concert, so we went into town. I saw some little Canadian geese and they were so cute. They were like, ah, they were really cute. They were like little, they had like little like black necks and they had like brown body, and I was like, oh my gosh, Justin Bieber tweeted about them. So it was pretty cool. That was the first time I've ever seen a Canadian goose, so it was like, whoa. And then I took a picture with my nan and my mum next to them, and I got some merchandise. I got the tour book and the t-shirt with the tour dates on the back, the 2013 ones, and yeah, so that was basically what happened. And then I saw my friend at the ICC. That's like a place in Birmingham, you know. And if you counted the times I said you know, you'd probably like, seriously, sorry for saying you know a lot. But then we went back to the car and it was like 5:30, and we ate our picnic tea because we're cool like that. And then the doors open at 6, and I was like, and we were all like, me, mum, and nan were like, we're not lining up and that cute, because there was like hundreds already, and I was like, whoa, let's wait until 6:30 to do that. And then at like 5:45, I think, we had a little bit of screaming, so me and my mum got out of the car. I still had like half a can of Coke in my hand though, and we got out of the car and went to the other side of the car park. We were on the far right and the screaming was coming from the far left, so we ran to the far left, and then the screaming got louder. Then we looked down and there was this car moving, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that Justin's car? And then we literally like ran to the right side of the car park. I was like, oh my gosh, we need to get them. And then like I squished my can of Coke in the process because I was so anxious if it was like Justin Bieber. And then it was like, sorry, my legs got dead. Now I'm just like a penguin. And then we got there at the gate, and it was like, yeah. And there was like 20 believers near the gate, like including me. And then up, there was like on the levels above, there was like hundreds. And I was like, why didn't you just come down here? I didn't actually say that, but then the security guy, he kind of pushed us all back, but me and my mum got round him. Like, that was one side of the fence, and then that was, there was one side there. Mum went near there, which was kind of behind the security a little bit. Then I was there right in front of the gate where the car was, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then like, apparently Justin waved before through the, like, you could just see his hand through there. And then I I literally put my hand through the gate and I was like, Justin! And then he, this was so amazing. I saw a window wind down and I was just like there, like, are you kidding me? What's happening right now? What's happening? Everything was going through my head. I was like, is that Justin? Is that Justin? Or is that some guy trying to get us me out of the way? And then he stuck his head out the window and he made like eye contact with me, and he was like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. And then he was like, he like smiled, and I was like, and then he wound the window straight back up, and I was like, are you kidding me? And there was like all these screams coming from there, and I was just there like shaking and I literally having a physical breakdown. I was crying so much. But yeah, that was basically before the concert, and then we saw his card a bit later. But then like that was a split second he got to the tour bus, and this like lasted for about 30 seconds. So yeah, I literally had a physical breakdown when we were running back to the car. Like, everyone must have thought I was absolutely bonkers to like be like that. But yeah, no, I wasn't bonkers. No, it was actually quite funny. But yeah, I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 parts to this because it's quite a long explanation because it was really cool. Yeah, so that we've got up to going to line up at the concert before the concert, you know. Okay then, see you guys. Check out the next video of my Believe tour experience. Hope you're having a good day. Bye bye.